Jean-Clair Todibo is one of those players that Manchester United is looking at, and today he has gone ahead to speak out in an interview that I believe was set by INEOS to see to it that it really covers up as what we call a planned spin, to see to it that fans of Manchester United get their belief back in INEOS, because he's a player that we love. Erik ten Hag wanted him way back in January. He wanted him in the summer of 2023, and we never got him. And they've gone ahead to play spin, and they've gone ahead to obviously give him to the Daily Mail, and he has gone ahead to conduct a very huge interview. And guess what? He talked about his United coming, and even Sir Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS, and how they've gone ahead to work under Nice in there for you. So smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is always my name, and we're here to bring you strictly Manchester United. You can as well follow us on Twitter. It's MUFC Matters channel, or you can put in United Matters channel. You'll see that Twitter account. It's like a week old, I tell you. It's like a week old, and it's bringing you the latest news and information as far as everything is concerned. And by the way, it's not that every story is brought onto this YouTube channel, because I tell you, we can make a minimum of like 100 tweets on a daily. So we cannot do 100 stories, right? There are very many stories. We've signed a 14-year-old, I think I'll tackle about it later, but we can't do all. That's why I tell you, go and really follow that X account, United Matters channel, at MUFC Matters channel. That is it. So let's see close to 300 likes. Smash on this video, and we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and may the living to God bless you and bless you abundantly. Now, let's start it off with the side that most of you love. You get? Can we really start off with the side that most of you are really gonna love? I know you want to hear Todibo talking Manchester United, because you don't want him to hear INEOS, because most of you are really unapologetic when it comes to obviously you talking these things. I know you won't really give them the vibe that it really deserves to get. So let's first start off with Todibo talking one thing, and let's start off with Todibo talking Manchester United. And here we come to obviously bring you Todibo. Remember, in January there were talks in between Manchester United and Nice, plus Tottenham Hotspur and Nice, and Todibo on the talks with Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur in January. He said, honestly, I don't want to talk about my future because of my respect for the fans and the club also, but we had a little discussion for sure. So hear me out, in January, Todibo had talks with Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur, meaning that the interest for Manchester United in Todibo was 100% genuine, and we knew to it that if United had collected £35 million from the sale of Harry Maguire, they would 100% go ahead to Nice to sign Todibo. And I think it's Sir Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS that stood in this way, because you need to it that if this deal ever went ahead to happen, for Todibo to cross from Nice to go to Tottenham Hotspur, yet even Manchester United wanted to sign this player, it wouldn't have gone ahead to go on well. Remember, that deal of the 25% minority stake had already gone ahead to be announced, and it was pending approval by the Premier League and the FA, and the fans will be like, who is this kind of owner who comes in through and he owns Nice, a team that has a player that Manchester United wants, and he lets the player go to the side of Tottenham Hotspur, And I think what he did was very smart, and now look at how he has gone ahead to use Todibo as a spin master into this. And I tell you, he has gone ahead to be used as a pawn in a game of chess, and he has gone ahead to obviously show us that United had interest in him, but his movement was really thrown. He also added that it's not the first time that Manchester United wanted to sign him, and when he was still young, he had trials at Nottingham Forest, Le Havre and Manchester United when he was 15, but he chose to join Toulouse. The culture was different at United and Forest. You understand? So this is This is your boy Todibo. United have gonna hit to have what we call a long-lasting interest in the guy. That is it. They've gonna hit to have a long-lasting interest in the guy. That is Jean-Clair Todibo. At the age of 15, he came in at Carrington for trials, and he shunned us, Nottingham Forest and Le Havre, and he went to Toulouse. So it shows you that United have what we call a long-lasting interest in Jean-Clair Todibo, and we've been following up him when he was still young. And I think that really makes sense for Manchester United to obviously get into Todibo, because right now he has gonna have to come out and really put in a very good shift. And I just can't imagine that video of Todibo being unveiled the club of Manchester United. 100% believe they'll put in that video when he's really doing trials at the club of Manchester United. I know they have the footage. They have the footage of all the players. You know, right now he's 14. So right now he's 24 years of age. That means 9 years back. 9 years back is 2015. You understand? And Camera World had obviously gone ahead to elevate to the next level, and they must be having that footage, and I just can't wait to see how Todibo will be unveiled as a player for Manchester United. Now, Jean-Clair Todibo asked if he wants to join or to move to Man United. He said, I'm going to keep that for me. Nice try. Now, obviously, he knows to it that Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs in the world, and he would want to obviously play for the club. Inside him, he wants to play for Manchester United. That's why all his thoughts and all his talks have been about Manchester United. And there is no way Nice is going to come up and really sell this player to another side, I tell you. All they are going to do is go out and really bring in another player. You get? And this guy is here to stay. And I tell you, there is no reason you tell me of not signing this guy known as Todibo. Todibo is one of those players that I would love to see at Manchester United. His age, if you want Alessandro Martinez that plays with the right foot, Todibo is the guy. Press resistant, lightning quick. He is really physical. His height is really great. His game reading is really ready, and I think he's ready to go to the next stage. And I'm not going to hate to see him included into the France national team squad to play in the Euros, because they're having Jules Koundé, they're having William Saliba, there is Konate, who else? I think there is Jens Yoro. You understand? They're like 5 defenders they've got to take, and that puts him into an ilk of us going for him. Why should we go for him? Because he's going to be available at the start of the preseason and will fit into the club very well. After the Euros, he won't really require to really rest, because we'll be knowing that everything is done and dusted. He's done with the French national team, and he will be at Carrington to train in there for you. And when you look at France, it's one of the faves to win this trophy. And I tell you, if France is knocked out, I tell you, they're going to be knocked out at the semis, because they have one of the best squads, but they can play all the way to the final. I tell you, that is France for you. So that is Todibo talking Manchester United transfer, and I would love to see to it that he partners with Alessandro Martinez. I'm going to hate to see stories being put outside there that this guy is going to be really that Alessandro Martinez is going to be really partnering with Gerard Braithwaite, but I don't think it's hard. I think it's hard for us to bring in Gerard Braithwaite, because Everton is calling in for £70 million, and for Todibo, he's between 35 and 40 million pounds. So why don't we go all out for that guy? You understand? So thank you very much for watching through. Now let's leave him talking Manchester United transfer, and let's go to what he's talking about INEOS and Sir Jim. This is what I was going to talk about INEOS. The 6 years or 5 years INEOS have been at the side of Nice. Remember, they took over Nice in 2019. They changed a lot of things. They give us a comfort, so there is a mood around the team to allow the team to succeed. They put a lot of importance on people around the players to give them the opportunity to have the best performances they can. So he says they changed a lot of things. They gave them comfort, so there is a mood around the team to allow the team to succeed. So they went ahead to put in a very huge shift, and they want the players to succeed like never before. That's what he's talking about, INEOS, and what INEOS has gone ahead to bring in through at the club of Nice. And I think he's talking about the facilities. They went ahead to have what we call modern day facilities. That is it, because facilities have now gone ahead to really improve a lot because of the football science and feeding. Then he was asked about INEOS influence at Nice. He said they bring a winning mentality. So it was like when they came in through, they were open to the players. If you feel like you're not ready to obviously put in a shift for us and see this team winning, put up your hand and show us the exit door. You understand? That's exactly what this guy was really talking about, and I think it's really very important to see to it that a lot has gone ahead to go on, and Todibo has gone ahead to obviously tell us that they've gone ahead to bring the winning mentality. And he talked about Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He said Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he speaks and jokes with the players, and then there is Dave Bresfold. For Dave, every detail is important. He talks a lot about that. All he thinks about his performance. His experience in cycling means he knows a lot about sporting performances. So that is what he talked about, Sir Jim, that he jokes a lot and he brings out a lot to these people that really do the needful. So that's what Todibo had to really vocalize and pronounce about his transfer to Manchester United. And I tell you what, he has gone ahead to really put in what we call a speed governor for INEOS, because INEOS has gone ahead to be really given a very huge doubt when they came into the news and they said that they want to sack Erik ten Hag, and that shows you that they are incompetent. And I think they've gone ahead to obviously try to bring out something like this to see to it that they put out the best of the best, right? And it has gone ahead to result into lots of things. And here we come to obviously let you know that they had to put out this interview to see to it that they regain their interest, right? All their support from the fans. And today I've gone ahead to see Jacobs Ben putting out a story that Dave Bresfold is playing devil's advocate. He wants Ten Hag out, and Jean-Claude wants to keep Erik ten Hag. That's the news they are trying to put out, because they are now trying to say to it that they buy you fans, because they saw to it that the moment they say they're going to sack Erik ten Hag, oh my God, fans were like, you people, are you the Glazers, or are you the new Glazers? Do you know what you're doing? Why sack the manager? You understand? So that is exactly what they had to do to really calm down the fans. And tomorrow, expect big news. Expect big news about Erik ten Hag on whether he's leaving Manchester United or staying. So I would be shocked if at all they really sack Erik ten Hag, because this Todibo interview means a lot onto the stance of Erik ten Hag, that they want to really get the fans back. And if they are putting out such interviews to bring the fans back, why would they sack Erik ten Hag? Because they know it's really going to annoy most of the people, right? So that is it about Todibo. And he concluded his interview and said, before you start to think about the football, players should think about what they need to do to perform. INEOS are responsible for a mindset, but also as players, we take responsibility because we are competitors and we want to win. That's what we are getting in through from Todibo, putting in through the best of the best in here for you. So thank you guys for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about Todibo vocalizing his transfer to Manchester United, and what do you think was the aim of them putting out this interview through the mail in the English press for Todibo to come out and obviously hail the INEOS team? May the living to God bless you abundantly. Second video of the day, we are left with 3 videos, and I'm returning with a video of Erik ten Hag decision imminent at Old Trafford. Jacobs Ben has just gone ahead to confirm to us that it's either today or tomorrow, and we now know who wants Erik ten Hag out and who wants Erik ten Hag in. So 300 likes smash this video, and don't forget to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Barakallahu fikum to the Muslims, right? And it has been nice having you here onto this channel, and we officially sign out. Yes, people, bye bye and good nights. Are you people going to bed right now? It's like 19 hours in my country. What's your plan for tonight? Bye bye.